Right, let's flip the coin. Let's check the coin, and let's keep the coin. And yes, we're fully paid up for Week 9. NATTS Season 10, here we are in the CDT Division. This one was a bit of an interesting matchup, as yes, lo and behold, we're finally getting a good look here at the Chaos team from that division, and against a Pro Elf team. It seems to be that's the theme here. We've got a lot of sucking elves. Now, don't worry, for the Chaos team will provide us lots and lots of smashing entertainment. But looking at the actual skills the team's actually acquired over time here, it's been a bit of a rough ride here for the Chaos team, hasn't it? Well, there's Eye Kick, using the kick. At least gives him a chance to get someone under there. Of course, he does have the one ball handling, beast to go here. Show of hands and dodge. And you can see here he's got at least one with an agility up here with Monty Blow. He's got Monty Blow because he's trying to get the skill points. He's got a blodger, and of course blocking the Chaos Warrior. Like I said, it's been one of those interesting seasons for this team. They're just not producing what they'd expect to do, which is lots and lots of casualties. Well, except on his own end. See what I mean? Good solid kick to the chops, and what do? You stun him. As for this Pro Elf team has been quite a remarkable surprise here. Because, of course, well, they're not winning red and black, the colour we're used to for a Pro Elf team in this league. Nope. Stunning purple. You think they were sucking royalty? Well, they certainly prance about like royalty. And maybe that's not a bad thing, considering that they've had a pretty good run, the Flying Foofs. Of course, I think the white ass score is kind of a bit much, but who am I to criticise elf fashion, considering what I wear down to the pub? Now, big surprising, attack here. He's so surprised here. He actually manages to find a sensitive part, and there he goes. Abandon all hope. He goes on this field. Now you're starting to see the chaos problem they've had all season. That keeps happening to them. Turn 1, turn 2, usually an injury. Sometimes even a career-ending injury. So you're seeing the problem he's been having. However, is this match really critical? Well, it probably is from the Chaos viewpoint here. A win absolutely guarantees the advance to the next round. A tie, it's going to come down to what the other teams do. That puts it in the hands of the other teams. So, pretty critical as it is this season. As for the Flying Floofs, they don't care. Mind you, they'd like to make it a tie, because it then puts it out of the control of the Chaos team to advance, and then they don't have to see them again. And wouldn't that be great from a viewpoint of an Armour 7 team? No, really, it's absolutely bloody marvellous from their viewpoint. Not from the fans' viewpoint, but who am I to argue? Of course, apparently, according to the law that's going on the league here, this team is in a crusade to just try and get the particular human team out of the core division. Well, we'll see if that matchup, if it does happen. And if it ever does, you can be sure we will clearly broadcast that on all channels, all stations, all nets. Would you like to know more? Alright. Chaos has managed to recover the ball, amazingly enough, but they're quite surrounded. Again, even with the Monty Blow, it's just a stun. Again, you're starting to see, this is the frustration this Chaos team's actually had. They're not generating the casualties. Now, maybe if they do in the next round, you might see a turnaround. As if you actually check the skill points, he's got a lot of players in position to just break out and skill up. That is if they survive. Alright. Let's see what your prancing little fannies can do. Now you're going to go stand and fight, or you're going to be the French. And that's not exactly fair to the flying French lads. Let's face it, considering how many of them gave their lives to resistance, and frankly, there wouldn't be a United States of America if it hadn't been for the courage of the French actually standing up for the buggers. So go figure. called it in one. There's another one. This time he has to apothecate it because that's the AG4. Chaos very quickly have found themselves on the receiving end, once again, of injuries. And yeah, you've covered that right. They're now down 2 players on this drive. And still, the Pro Elves are giving them what for. Well, we were promised entertainment this game, and the teams are delivering. Well, unfortunately, from the Chaos viewpoint here now, it's unfortunately, yeah, they're getting delivered all right. They're getting delivered, quite the beatdown. Well, still marching down the pitch. Let's see what these, heretics can actually do. And why do they call this, the heretics? It's because they believe in 3 downs. That's why. Apparently, the pitch they would normally play at home apparently has an extra 10 yards in between. At least that's the theory anyway. I don't know, I've never seen their sport. I believe they call it football. Alright, well, much as I hate to admit, yeah, you've seen that right, yeah? Oh, look, it's a double skull. Just what the Chaos team ordered. It's one of the favourites. But joking aside here, yeah, you're seeing it right here. The Pro Elf team is actually now starting to risk getting pressed in because, well, 2-player advantage, they can definitely actually get away with it at this point. Oh, finally though, something somewhat goes right as finally the Pro Elves fail a dodge, leaving them with possibly 1 player out of position. Unless this is playing on as the eligible receiver, that's a possibility. Of course, looking at the skills he's got, yeah, he's probably the eligible receiver. Chaos team, well, it's make or break, and they prefer break. Really, they do prefer break. Unfortunately, it's mostly their own. Well, here we go. Solid advancement back down the field. They continue their solid march. It's so odd to see a Chaos team here just not throwing blocks. Well, as you've seen so far here, well, they'd love to throw them, but, it's just not quite working the way they planned. Speaking of not working the way it's planned, would you like to try that again, Sunshine? Well, what you know, it finally worked. But another precious reroll. Well, he did come in with quite a few. He's got 2 left. However, curiously enough, apparently because it's, free hanky day at the stadium today, the fans have definitely started cheering for the floofs. Well, considering how solidly they've been punching down the Chaos team there, I don't blame the fans now, do you? And it is continuing here. Rather solid, aggressive play by the Pro Elves. Once again, finally not rewarded for a change. Meanwhile, down the field, it's more push me, push you. Not sure you wanted to free that player up. You may have wanted to keep him marked, but you know what? Not my decision. Yeah. Down the field, there's actually a bit of a scrum still going on. This is why I don't trust the cameraman after he's had much to drink. Look, it's okay if the caster has plenty of drink, but if you're the cameraman, I expect steady hands. Or someone say, after some of the things I've seen, I mean, the drink is to steady the hands, who knows? Speaking of... yeah, again, Mighty Blow gets him a stun. Yeah, that's it. It's a stun. Well, Heretics are finally decided, you know what, you better actually score this one. Well, fortunately, they both get has done his work, but yep, Chaos is down a player on that drive. However, fortunately, they did have the 1 Beastman reserve. They have had even with a miserable season, they have been able to at least get a reserve player. So in this case, in comes the reserve, but as you can see, it's just a normal beastman, but they have had to burn the apothecary off. So, right, Pro Elves. Well, they've got 4 turns. As many would say, easy peasy. They should easily be able to get this one in. So, taking a good sort of look at the extra skills here. It's been a really interesting season here for the Flukes. Accurate in the back here. They've got at least a block and a tackle. Another extra one over here. They've got the kick. They've got a guard. But of course, here's the star of the team here. The catcher, who of course has not just wrestle, but also has strength upgrade and dodge. This is the player that really messes you up. Right, let's get back in. Sorry about that, I had to pause quickly. Well, you know, it's nature's call. Would you rather be hitting that in the background? Look. Okay, if it was a dwarf game, sure. But not on a quality game like this one. What do you mean it's not a quality game? Have you seen these two coaches play? You're right, you have. Alright, I'm corrected. Anyway. Excellent reroll for the Flying Flukes. How I'm going to pay for that remark, aren't I? Okay. Now there's a good solid hit once again. And look, something remarkable actually happens to the Chaos team. The armor doesn't break, it's not another injury. But here you can see Pro Elves, you know, no respect whatsoever for what's been going on in the Chaos team. Decide to pour more damage back in. Down goes the AG. And the rest of his team just starts pouring through. Well, so far, it's a pretty standard breakthrough cage. He's got agility 4, he's got the accurate. Well, does he have the proper throw? Does he want to go for it now? One more square, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 more. There you go. Long pass, he's got it. And now, just for fun, one more block. It's a push me, push you. Does he wish to follow that one up? No, he's not marking that one. But don't get me wrong, I don't think it this time. I don't think it's wrong. It's like, but why give him a free block? What do you mean? Because he said pretty please over here. Have you seen the puppy eyes on this coach? It's amazing what he asks for. It's amazing what he gets. Well, lots of marking up here by the Chaos team here, because like already, well, as demonstrated by other games before, let's plan for failure and let's hope to be disappointed. Now here's the thing, have you really noticed this guy's at sidestep? Might not be the one you actually want to hit, but you know what? Bob's your uncle. He got him, and he even got a bell run. To be frank, the way this game's going, they'll count that as a big bloody success. Ouch, well, there's a solid hit for one die. Down he goes. Yeah, now the Elves are going, well, quite frankly, back to work. Push me, push you. Does anyone else wish to throw a threat punch? Well, he actually has to re-roll that one here, as unfortunately, chancy one die block. He gets us the push. That's who's predicted right there. Strength 4, he's through. And the lad is gone. And he's in for a quick score. 1-1. Not penny surprising. As we said, watch that player this season. And the Flukes do get back their one missing player. And it's back to Chaos for 2 turns. Well, normally, if you were a Chaos team at this point, you'd be rubbing your hands in glee, thinking, oh, good, more beatings. Pounding it, pounding it, pounding it. Yeah, we haven't had to see that all season so far. First time this year, but, you know, like we said, it's just been one of those seasons for the Chaos team. And it's perfect defense. Well, how the Floops want to deal with this mess? Well, it's a lot of alternatives. And frankly, their best move is try and find some way, if they could, steal the ball. And if not, well, at least slow it down that he can't score one back. Because 2 turns, technically, Chaos team could actually score it. Of course, unfortunately, this is the lad who's got to do it, and he's not on the front line. Well, we'll see what happens. Well, let's stop that little bastard bouncing around. Now he's stunned. Clearly, we've got to install a new patch of Astro Granite. Ah, there you go. 1 in 9. Has to re-roll it. Only gets himself as a push for the trouble. And then he still has to follow it up anyway. See, now he's breaking away with the player. But, frankly, if you do get the ball down to him, well, he's an ordinary player. Well, we'll see what happens. Well, at least when that failed, he does have an eligible receiver. So he has partially planned for failure. But now here's the question. How are the Pro Elves going to deal with this mess? Well, they've got an idea. Beating you senseless, that's definitely one of them. Yeah, you saw that right. He's got the guard. Nice solid hit. Absolutely fearless this team is. And now here comes the blitz just to make sure. He's got him. Where's he going now, Sunshine? Right there. Well, so much for that scoring attempt. Yeah, you're seeing that right here. The Pro Elves just are not letting up. Well, this has definitely become quite an interesting match here. Who would have thought a Chaos team here is getting out-aggressed by a Pro Elf team? But, at the interview I had with the coach here earlier for the Flying Foos, he says how he's motivated them by telling him that the opposition has stolen all the bloody glitter. Well, I guess whatever works. Because I must say, these are some pretty bloody tough elves. So that means what? The Diamond Dogs, they get the other elves, do they? The ones that die a lot. Because that seems to be the ratio. Well, here we go. It's the pass. And yeah, at least he gets the skill point out of it. Well, that's so much for this drive. And the Diamond Dog... Sorry, Flying Foos. Like I said, I've been so used to covering the Diamond Dogs. Seeing another Pro Elf team is a bit of a shock, really. Well, desperate times, desperate measures. Portgetty comes out. There's Ed. He's not taking a single bit of that immediate ejection. Well, that drops them down another player. Well, I guess when you're a Chaos, team like this, you're trying to earn some kind of respect. And let's face it, these elves are just not showing respect. Well, not in the way you'd figure an elf would be showing respect by dodging away. Now, they're coming in and shoving fists right down your bloody throat. It looks like... Oh dear. Lads, I think another one's about to go. Now, here he comes. 2 more dice. And he's rewarded with, well... I got a question here. Just call me stupid if I question. Your role there was block. You've clearly got block. Why aren't you taking it? He's got a niggle. So if you get him and you break him, it's +1 injury and you get the star player point. It's a success either way. Why are you re-rolling it? Just shove him into the crowd. Alright. Fine. As the dice show in the end, didn't matter, unfortunately. But it is a question, isn't it? Anyway. But if you had beer guns, I could understand why. Then you'd actually want it the other way. Speaking of the other way, congratulations, Flying Foofs, you're back on the offense. And like I said many times, if you're playing an elf team, and at the end of the first half, you're still facing a full-strength elf team, I'll be candid, lads, you're in trouble. Well, let's see what the Chaos team can actually do. Can they now, for the second half, turn things around and stop surprising and impress us? Because so far, it's been not happening. Not sure they're getting the old blow in. They finally had to resort to actually some dirties sticking the oof in, and look what that got him. An ejection. So now he's down. He's out 2 players, so now he's actually down by, of all things, 1 player. Now, he's still got pretty skilled players. Like, you take a look at the selections. He can still do damage all right, but like I said, this elf team is definitely proving he doesn't have to respect them. Oh, might have been famous last words, though. It's a brilliant onside kick. And suddenly, there's a glimmer of that flag down the pitch called Hope. Yeah, and he suddenly changes his mind about which play he's putting under the ball. Yeah, I think he's looking, going, where is your agility 4 right there? That's the lad who's got to be standing under that one. Uh-oh. Lad? Pausing up. What are you thinking? Well, you can still do it this way, but you're spending a dodge. Well, that's a 2. That's a 2. Fine. He got lucky. And quite frankly, good move in there, but what happens when the ball comes down? Ah, he's actually got it. Well done. The Emperor is pleased. Which one? I don't know. I'm not asking. Are you? I understand there's a wee bit of an argument about that one. But you know what? I'm not going to go into the rivalry between this team and the human team over there in the core division, which I find it's funny. Why are these two teams at the rivalry? They haven't played each other yet. Maybe they're dating each other's sister. Ah, that would explain much, wouldn't it? I should know. I didn't mean it that way, you perverts. She's taken. Repeatedly, apparently. No, there's another solid hit. And he's moved into the ball carrier. And there's a cheeky little move away. And he even gets the push. Now where's this little sunshine going? How about this lad? Where's he want to get stuck in? Oh, you heard that thought. Yeah. Sounds like all you want to get stuck in there. May I recommend the voice clap or crowbar to get out? Meanwhile, trying to get out of this mess here, well, Chaos, well, they got the ball, now they've ended up with the problem of, well, now what do we do with the bloody thing? Well, how about hitting? Now, that usually works. So far, so good. Nothing entirely wrong with that. Of course, I'd like to see something break, but that hasn't happened yet either. Oh boy, you can see he's definitely risking his the business here. And there's more dodging away. And unfortunately, he's found a loose hamster. Let's try that again, Sunshine. Well, he made it, but well, there goes a precious reroll. A lot of risk is the business. Alright. Guess who you forgot to move? Just saying. Might not be important. Let's see what actually happens here. Pro Elves. Well, like we said, the way they have played here, they are definitely giving it what for. And this ball carrier, what is the odds he's going to be still standing at the end of this? Well, maybe better than normal. Let's find out. At least Chaos Armor has finally started to actually, well, how would we say, withstand punishment. Okay, why just shove him here when you can surf him? So you're going to use the blitz there and not actually risk coming around and actually hitting the ball carrier. He was in range. But alright. Well, bell rung. But no, really, let's pause this up here, because if he get up for 3, he could go for 2 more if you really want. But the one you sent all the way over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I move 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go, go. You could have blitzed the ball, can you? Just saying. And now you bring him back. Alright. It's like as an afterthought. Oh, wait. He's got the ball. I might want to stop him. You think? Oh, what's that? I'm talking about a Blood Bowl coach. Of course they don't think. Well, anyway, let's carry on, shall we? That might be, finally, the one error in play. Well, it's a touchdown. I've just got a curious question on that one there. You could have gotten in on a straight 6 and scored, and what you do? You go the wrong way and then you have to spend a go for it trying to score. Clearly this team's sniffing the vapors. Like, no, really. The player can go 6. It's only if he counted it out there with me, 6 squares. He goes the wrong way, and then he has to changes his mind, has to go for it, has to spend the roll doing it. Well, if he'd rolled a 1. It's a funny old game, isn't it? How much have you coaches had to drink this season? Well, clearly from what I understand from the core division, especially from the coach of the Kislev team, clearly not enough. Because there's no such thing as a drinking problem on a Kislev team. Well, there is a drinking problem and there's a lack of stuff to drink. Anyway, on with the match. Can the Floops tie this one up? Ah, there's a good one for the Heretics. Alright, well, here's how to make life interesting. I believe there's an old expression from a wise young lady. Dodge this. Alright, let's see what the Floops can actually do. Oh, not quite the start they wanted. It's only a push me, push you. And you're starting to see here with the Pro Elves here, do they really have the speed advantage? Well, like I said, when it comes to Pro Elves, very different composition of team. Not bad speed, they've got decent 3 strength all around, their big weak point being, of course, the sucking armor. Basically, them all having, you know, almost practically all Wood Elf armor. With maybe like 1 or 2 exceptions here, like the Blitzers. Blitzers are phenomenal players on a Pro Elf team. That all said, though, you know, what's the real difference with the Pro Elves? It's a different kind of thinking when playing with an Elf team. Like, Elves, except for your catches, you're not high, except for your catches and your blitzers, not high speed. Same thing you've got with the Pro Elves, but of course, Elves, you're a lot tougher, but you're a lot more expensive. But Pro Elves, of course, have all that easy access to sidestep, and boy, do they ever bloody make use of it. Finally, the crowd goes wild on the end of the chaos. They finally have gotten something. And not just meningitis. Yeah, 1 in 9, has to re-roll it, gets nowhere. At least he shoved it back, I'll say that. And now Chaos has to, you know, contain this. Well, they're trying to contain something, alright. And right now, frankly, from their viewpoint here, their best way of containing is using their fist to stuff them in a nice 6-foot-long wooden box. Well, amazingly enough here, Pro Elves team, turn 12, nothing dead. Must be having a good season. Solid hit, she's got the player down, and where's the rest of the team doing? Well, they're just going to curl around the sides here. More solid punching, another solid hit. Where do you think you're going? Apparently down for a dirt nap for a while. And here come the rest of the Pro Elves, screening things up as they go. And right now, I hate to say it, patiently the Chaos team is just waiting for that live and die by ones. So far, no quite, yeah. There's another dodge away. Would anyone else like to dodge? No? Well, 1 followed by a 1. Well done. Of course, absolutely to the frustration here. Once again, armor's nigh invulnerable. Well, Chaos, don't let it go to your head. He starts up with some blocking down the field here. Alright, do you want to... He'll take it. It's a bell. The way the game has gone, yeah, that's progress. But now you've got to start remembering, start bringing the players in, surround the bastard. Come on. Now, there's some success finally. It's a stun. And admittedly, it's a good time for the stun. And where's he going? Well, there's a dangerous place to mark up. Well, you better really seal that one up. Now, you've got one there. Got one there, okay. That just might work. This really might work. Well, I hate to say it, I'd like to see the Pro Elves get out of this one. Well, you heard that right. Challenge accepted. Believe it or not, he fails the pass. Oh, the power of nerves of steel. Well, he's gone. Forgot about that, didn't you? I've just got a minor question now. 3, pass. There's no tackle zones on him. He is AG4, right? Yep, he's definitely AG4. Double checking that. That's a quick pass. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. Why is that saying it's a 3? 2's not inaccurate. You shouldn't have had to re-roll that one. I'm sorry, the lads. It's pointing out there's a wee bit of a glitch on that one. That to there is a quick pass. Well, back onto the game here. Well, now it's going to be Surf City, USA. From the Chaos viewpoint here, they don't mind getting a wee bit of payback. Mind you, they like to get the ball back. It'd be nice to stop the score. They can dare to dream. It's early days. Oh, wait, that's right. It's not early days anymore. This is week 9. Meet me fist then. He comes breaking away. Oh, he said breaking away. And, well, he got the wrestle off from the catcher, so it doesn't end the turn. How about you? Well, the crowd, I guess, is pretty forgiving over that one. And they carry that lad off. How about you? Would you like to go back and try and mark this? No! Cuts the corner too tight, fails the dodge. Well, so much for that great idea. Up he is. Easy peasy, picks up the ball, and there you go, it's 2-2. Quite the player to watch, isn't he? Well, as you can see there, finally, a little bit of attrition into the Pro Elves. He's got 3 turns, though. Can he actually do it? Well, it's definitely a possibility here. And here we go, the powerlifting kick. Free move, he'll take it. Back from this point, yeah, he'll definitely take that one. Gives him that 1 extra square down the field. Now, who's fielding the ball here? Of course, it's going to be Sherhan's. Who's he going to try and get it? It's going to have to be this lad. Yeah, I hope. Game is still in decision. Well, that's quite good to see. Oh, look, he's got the ball. It's nice when that actually works. Decides not to risk the pass. He's got no rerolls left. He can't afford to spike it. Goes for what he figures is the sure hit, and once again, trying to make a hole, and he goes. Solid hit. It's a stun. Much as he hates to admit, he might actually have to take that result. That'll keep him out of the drive. Why is he coming back? He kind of needs to receive. He kind of needs to be down here, lad. You need to be scoring. Oh, I know. I can hear you all say, complain, complain, complain. Look, it's me £5. I'll complain if I want to. See, look at that. There's an elf knocked down, and look, he's only stunned. I could complain all I want. Okay, turn 15, flying floops. He's rewarded with his effort because he's had to use the reroll on the non-reroll situation with a skull. Suddenly, this is looking kind of scary. Everything is going to depend now, of all things, marking up the players and a quick handoff. Now, there's a dodge. You're really putting this one off, lad. Well, you made it. Unfortunately, your AG4, he gets it on the 2. How are you going to protect this player, though? You're going to have to figure out a way. Oh, that's a smart play. Bit of a chance, but he had to do it. Oh, power of sidestep. Well, meet the power of me fist. It's a gift that just keeps on giving this year. Oh, he screened all them up. Yeah, you saw it right there. Dodges through his entire team. And he gets the wrestle. Balls down. But it's not out. But does he have another play he can score? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because, yes, the Chaos Warriors. Well, there's your dump-off player. Unless you want a Beastman to do it. It's your choice. Either way, it's 2 go forts in your future. Yep. That's a good solid play for the Pro Elves. They're aware of that one too. I guess they can count. That's an amazing skill for coaches in this league. Alright, here we go. Solid punch. That was taking a chance. Does get away with it. How about you? There's the blitz away. He does get the hit. But I got a question. I know you really like the solid hit, but with him with AG4, is it the one he has to pick up the ball and get it to him? I'll see what happens. Well, okay, that's what happens. Block on block, he's only stunned, and that's the end result. So, interesting final match coming out of that division there for CDT. It's a 2-2 tie. Well, we're going to find out here. Flying Foops looks like they're definitely advancing to the next round, but do the Heretics actually make it? Well, we're going to find out when the final tally is made, as it's really going to now, unfortunately, be in the hands of the other teams. if they actually win or not. Well, we'll find out next week here, lads. Novel, bless your dice.